Hi everyone. What you're looking at is the Hollywood sign right now. And the Hollywood sign you're looking at is across the way from the Griffith Observatory. And that's where I am today. And it's Saturday, the day before I take off to DC. And it's in the countdown phase. It's evening time. As you can see, the fog has rolled in. And you can see all the fog, all the city here. There's a James Dean statue right there, or the head of him, I don't know. Anyway, it's a great place. If you're ever here, you can hike all the way up here, all the way up there to Mount Hollywood, right up there. And there's actually a helipad up there, and there are picnic tables up there. And off to the right-hand side, I don't know if you can see that right up in through there, that's called Dante's Peak. And what it is it's a little garden area. And Tom LeBonge, I know, who's one of our city councilmen, takes hikes up there quite often with a group of people. And I know that there's a lot of ladies that go up there about 5:45 in the morning from Los Feliz. I used to live in this neighborhood for about 10 years. Really enjoyed it. Then they had the fire. And you can see the aftermath, a little bit of the fire, I think. I don't know whether you can actually see that or not. And so, let's see. There we go. We got a little bit of light there. Let me show you the Hollywood sign again. And see if you can see that again. Yeah, you can see it now, a little bit better. Where I shot from the first earring YouTube video was over there. And that is Runyon Canyon over there. And that's where I was at before. That was a couple weeks ago. So, but we're here now. We're going to do a very, very small tour because I want to show you that this is a great town to visit as well. And there's a lot of tourists here, so we're going to try to sneak in a little bit of a video, okay? You can see everybody's out here camping out and eating out on the lawn. Oh, incidentally, there's a restaurant and a gift shop here. So, I mean, if you didn't eat before you came up, you can eat a full meal up here. So that's also a nice thing to know as well. Well, what I was going to try to do is I was going to try to get you to be able to see through this viewfinder here. But don't waste your money. It's 50 cents. And it's extremely hard to use. So, it's probably not a good idea. Anyway, I'm on the other side of the Griffith Observatory. And I'm going to show you downtown Los Angeles. And that's where I live. And that's all the way down over there. Let me zoom. You can see that the fog has rolled in. And we're looking westward towards the ocean. And that in the background is Century City, and to the foreground is Hollywood. And I don't know if you can see any buildings that you would recognize there unless you live here. And down here are all the neighborhood hiking trails, and so that everybody exercises and hikes and does all that. And so I've hiked many of the trails. I actually have an old pre-Google map of the trails, and so that's a really nice thing to have. And so we're going to show you a little bit of the inside of the observatory. This way it gives you an idea of what people are coming and seeing. And this is the Foucault pendulum, and it just swings all the way up from the ceiling up there, right there in the center. And there's a really ornate ceiling here with a lot of paintings around it. And there's the observatory. You can see the observatory from up here, and where I'm at is on one of the hiking trails, and it actually goes all the way down. And so, I mean, it's kind of nice to be able to get away from everything when you live in a large city like this. And so, anyway, I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit of where I like to hang out and my old neighborhood. And I'll show you it from this vantage point over here. So in just a second, I'm going to turn this. See, this is one of the neighborhood trails I'm talking about. These are the trails that go down into the neighborhood. And so you take that, you'll end up down there in that neighborhood down there. And right there is Los Feliz Towers, and it's a condominium, two twin condominium towers. A few years ago, one of the condos caught on fire and made a big to-do. Let's see. And I live down the street from there, about maybe 3/4 of a mile around the corner, a little bit more. From there for about 10 years I lived there. You also note that downtown is right there. And also below us is the Greek Theater. And so it's a concert venue. So it's a nice place to just, come into the park and be able to have a picnic lunch, see a concert, look at the views of the city, and it's a great place. So anyway, I'm headed to DC. I'm going to miss my city very much, but there's a lot of people that I want to meet, and hopefully some of you are watching. So, and I hope some of you show up with your earrings on. I've been wearing mine the entire time, so I'm very lucky because, when you create something, then you get to be the first. But anyway, these ones were actually the prototypes, and so I had to figure out the backings a little, had to punch out that little round circle that you see behind it, and then I used the 18 gauge wire on it. And so it was a little bit of work to figure it out, but it's a very simple piece, and I wanted it to be that way because I wanted you to understand that this is a child. This is something that can be formed and can become something of beauty. And so I wanted you to realize that a piece of turquoise and silver is the same thing. You can make them and manipulate them into something very, very beautiful. And so anyway, I really, 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 really want to thank those people who purchased the earrings, and I would really love to see some of you wearing them when we're in DC. And I only have a few pair with me to take with me. So, and Mrs. S, I have your specific ones that you requested. So those are going in my luggage. And I will see you guys in about 24 hours, I hope. So I will talk to you later. So, DC or bust.